All right, welcome. It's 7 o'clock on August 4, and the regular meeting of the West Valley School Board of Directors is now called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, there's not really a change to the agenda, but there's a minor change to the fee schedule when we get there, and I gave you a copy at your place. Communications? I think there was...
Yeah, let me just caught up here. Right, the response to public comment is a placeholder, so there's no additional communications.
Okay, it's time to open for public comment of any non-discussion items. Hearing none, I'm closing public comment. Discussion items, we have two things today. The second public hearing, we had that presentation last time we met, and then general fund budget extension. So any new comments from you guys or any questions?
Yeah, I want to take the 26-27 budget. We'll take that first.
Let's take that first.
So any questions or concerns from the first reading that we had at our last meeting?
No.
I got all my questions answered.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Great.
Mostly.
And then we'll move on to the budget extension. So that's item B. Budget extension. This year we've been doing prepays for the instruction materials that we're going to be purchasing to be used in the upcoming school year. In the past, we've waited until the upcoming school year when we can release the purchase orders to do that. Then it's always such a tight timeline on whether the books are going to get here in time, and sometimes they get back ordered, and then we're sitting there with the first day of school and have some items we don't have. So this year we worked with Candy and our Director of Finance, Candy Parmentier, in our finance department. And so this year we were able to do prepays. And so we're doing purchase orders from this year's budget, prepaying that, and then we'll have the accounting go for the next year's budget. But in doing that, we've had additional expenditures here over the summer. And so we're needing to do a budget extension in order to have the capacity to do the prepays and make sure that kids have their materials in their hands for the first day of school.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions? We'll be voting on that just a little later in the meeting. I need to back up for a second. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
I need to make a motion to excuse James Kephart from tonight's meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Thank you. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to open the public hearing for the second reading of the budget. Is there anybody who would like to speak on that? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing on the budget and any public comment on the budget extension. Okay, I will close public comment. Approval of the consent agenda. We have 6 items. A is approval of the minutes. B is approval of vouchers and payroll. C, financial reports. D, approval of employment contracts. E, approval of resignations, retirement, separations. F, approval of leave requests. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, a motion is made. Is there any questions that are, well, consent agenda, we really don't have that. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed by the same sign. Motion carried 4-0. Okay, action items. Got there really quick, didn't we? Okay, A is approval of resolution 26-08-791, approval of the budget and the 4-year forecast. I will make a motion to approve the budget adoption and the 4-year forecast. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Motion carried 4-0. Number 2, 26-08-792, 25-26 general fund budget extension approval. Is that the, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone like to make a motion for that? Not just me doing it.
I'll make a motion to approve
Thanks, Joe.
action item 2608792, 2025-2026.
Okay, the motion is on the floor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed with the same sign. Motion carried 4-0. B is approval of the 26-27 fee schedule, and as we said, there was a slight change on one of them, and you got a new copy of that I handed out, and was emailed to us by Stephanie.
And just for the record, the change was the P shirts for grades 7, 8, instead of $11, they're actually $6, and the P shirts for grade 6 are actually $9 instead of $8. That's the only change.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the fee schedule for 2026-2027.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed by the same sign. Motion is approved 4-0. C, approval of policy additions, revisions, first reading. We have 15 different items here. And I think what I'm going to do at this point, before we make a motion, just ask if there's, instead of going, if you're okay with this, instead of going one at a time, I'm just going to ask, assuming we've read through them all, are there any questions or discussions? And then we'll make a motion if there's any.
Yeah, just wanted to clarify, all these changes are recommended by WASDA, the Washington State School Directors Association, and their policy department. And there's no changes that we made locally on those recommendations. There was one that a couple board members had questions about that had given me a call. It was regarding the confidential communications, and the recommendation there was to retire that policy because it almost implied that staff were encouraged to have confidentiality of like encouraging students to share personal items and such. And what we really want to do is follow our policy that we have on boundaries between staff and students, and that any personal items or personal information really should be referred to the counseling center and have the counselors work with students on that. And so I will review between now and our second reading. I'll review our board boundaries policy, make sure that it's in there, that if there is personal information that students are sharing, that the staff should refer the student to the counseling center for that.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Okay, that's the first reading. We'll have a second reading, so you'll be able to.
And you go ahead and take a vote on the first reading.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Second.
Oh,
My
sorry.
question is, are we gonna do second reading like just next week, or are we gonna wait?
No, we'll do
the
it.
next cycle?
Yeah, this is basically the business meeting
Right.
from July that we
Right, so-
rescheduled. So we'll do the business meeting in
Second
August, which is
meeting
the
of
second
August.
meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, I will make a motion to approve all 15 first readings of policy revisions. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed with the same sign. Motion carried 4-0. Okay, are there any items arising? It's an opportunity to call attention to any issues that may have arisen after the board packet was sent to you. Hearing none. Number 12 is reports. We're in your packet. Assuming you reviewed those. And 13 is a superintendent's report.
We've been working with the city of Yakima. They were going through their records, and basically we just want to make sure we clarify that the city does own 75th Avenue, which goes in front of our junior high and middle school, and that they'll maintain that, and that they have the right of way there. So we're just continuing to work with that. Just want to make sure you're aware of that issue, and that we've been working closely with the city to make sure that that's just all clarified.
Okay.
There may be a resolution, I think, to the city council that might be coming up, and just
Yes, potentially, we're still working.
I
Yeah,
wasn't aware
so-
that there was some question that we
So
were
what's
supposed to
the issue?
maintain that, or
Yeah.
what?
well, just they had been going through records, and then they don't have records of the city from 60 years ago now. That,
Yeah.
yeah, they couldn't find in the records, and
Interesting.
so they may want to just clarify that by having a resolution that goes to the city
Yeah.
council. But then if there's something on the city council agenda that said West Valley, I just wanted our school board to be aware of that.
What's
So-
going on?
Yeah. So that's why I always try to put myself in your position. It's like, if if there's something going on out in the community, and people are going to be asking me about it, it's like, I want to make sure that you're aware of it. So that's why I put it in the board report.
Don't they have a map with like lines?
Well,
I mean-
yeah, and they've been maintaining it, and they have the stoplight out there.
It goes
So-
into a neighborhood.
Yeah.
So the question, did something come up that needed to be maintained? Is that?
Well, basically, they said that they were going through their records,
Oh,
and they
okay.
never, they
So they
couldn't
brought it
find
up.
in the record, yeah, they brought,
Okay.
the city brought it up. but
Just
they-
a clerical thing, basically.
Yeah, they couldn't find in the records that they
Hmm.
had ownership of that.
So that's
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess we can close it down and make it parking, right?
I do.
Just kidding.
It's kind of interesting going, we were looking at those records, it's, the Zier name is, the Zier family had a lot of the
Oh,
farmland there.
yeah.
So it's kind of, now we have Zier Road, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Oh, it is interesting.
Well, in light of kind of on the same vein, I noticed that the 88th in front of Apple Valley is closed right now because they're putting
That's right.
sidewalks in. So I appreciate
Oh,
that.
they're
'Cause I think
doing that now?
that'll
Oh,
make a big
cool.
difference for the kids walking
Yeah,
that didn't have sidewalks. So thank you guys for advocating for that. I know
yeah.
you worked on that.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody worked on that.
Oh, yeah, and a key player in that was Representative Chris Corey. He was able to
Okay.
get some funding released from the state. And so, yes, there'll be sidewalks on the east side of the street from Summit View to Tieton, and plan is to have that done before school starts.
Yeah, that'll be great because that was a pretty dangerous spot for walking.
Yeah.
And then the other major project in district is the replacement of the water piping at the junior high campus. And so the main building is completely done. The
Hmm.
gym, they're finishing up this week, and they're hoping to have an inspection on Monday. It's
Oh,
the
wow.
time on this, so.
That's great.
So that's nice that that'll be all completed before school starts as well.
Did summer go fast or what? Crazy. Are there any board reports for development? Okay, hearing none, we are going to now go into executive session on performance of a public employee. We'll go for about, I'll say 30 minutes at this point where no action will be taken.
Very good. Also, I'd like to recognize Diego Garcia is here. He's our new ASB president this year.
Oh,
Okay.
hey,
And,
Diego.
Diego contacted me and let me know he had some ideas about things he'd like to see this school year. So we have a meeting set up for tomorrow morning, and he said he might stop by the board meeting. So
Oh, cool. Great to have
Well,
you.
congratulations.
I also just wanted to see kind of like what the school board was like, so I came to this meeting.
yeah.
Well, this was a really short meeting. not
All,
really
all our
short.
meetings are this short. No.
But you can look at the videos online too. It's kind of fun to
Yeah.
want to watch.
But
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Diego.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'll see you in the morning, okay?
Yep.
We're going into executive session, which is the private part of the meeting, so
You don't have to wait.
when you come back, there's no action taken, so, yeah.
All right.
We do have some things to sign.
Got it.
Okay,
Do we have
executive session is closed at 7:34 with no action taken. And the, regular school board meeting is adjourned.